I can only add six people.
रोमिन भाई का गया
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again. Day uh, two of the test match. We were expecting Australia to get out early, but unfortunately, we could not able to get them knocked out early. Unfortunately, Steve Smith have taken our entire day with his beautiful batting performance of scoring 145 runs and his unfortunate and a disastrous dismissal, which even Akashdeep did not even expect that he would get Steve Smith in such a way. With that being said, I have been today joined by Pratik from Pune, Omkar again from Mumbai, Anirudh from Bangalore. Anirudh, don't worry, you can use your mobile after some time. You can keep it aside. Now let's get into the stream live. So, with that being said, without further ado, okay, Omkar bhai, first of all, welcome for you to on this particular stream. So let's get your first reaction on the day one, I mean day two of the session one.
First session, I really believe that we'll get them really quickly. What I thought was if we can bundle them out below 360, 370, it will be very great for us. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Yeah, the bowlers created few chances. They just Bumrah created chances, to be very fair. The other two, Akashdeep and Siraj, are very good bowlers, and I rate them really highly. But the areas in which we bowled today, we beat runs. We were not consistent with the lines enough, and it was very easy, especially for Pat Cummins. What I thought was Pat Cummins will be coming all guns blazing against us today. He'll be looking to score, and Steve Smith, as he usually does, will be looking to bat long as possible. But even Steve Smith was pretty much aggressive, which is pretty much unusual from his usual batting. Although he was set on 68, but still I thought it is a new day, and it's even possible that Steve Smith might have a bit of a short circuit and get out quickly, especially against Bumrah or Akashdeep. Akashdeep having troubled him a lot in the previous test as well. But yeah, like the initial spell of Jasprit Bumrah, for me that was very, very crucial. And yeah, they were a bit lucky against him. I would say he troubled Smith a lot in his 2 overs, especially though 3 to 3 4 deliveries. But after that, it was very one-way kind of a traffic. Australia was very dominant in the first session. They did incredibly well to go well above 450. I didn't even thought that they will bat till lunch. That's what I thought. I thought that Bumrah will get not Smith. Even if not Smith, we can get the other batters quickly. And Steven Smith is not known for his shots. Like there is Alex Carey, Travis Head, they can bat with the tail as well and take the game away from us very quickly. But Steve Smith is not that kind of a guy who will just keep slogging all around the park, even if you have all 9 men around the boundary park. So I thought if we restrict them below 370, it will be a great thing for Indians. But unfortunately, they played really well. We have to give them the credit for that. And yeah, like the ball, although it was a new ball, but still the areas in which we bowled, it was very, it lacked discipline, and that really costed us today in the first session.
Exactly. I mean, like many of the Indian cricketing fans, like who have got up in the morning expecting Australia to get bowled out pretty early in the day two of the session one, but unfortunately, as you rightly mentioned, it was taken away by Steve Smith' brilliant innings and accompanied by Pat Cummins. And Pat Cummins is proving out to be a greatest all-rounder. Slowly, he is coming into the picture, rotating the strike, giving the strike to the batsman who is in form, and if you look at his contribution, scoring 49 of just 63 balls in that pressure situation and also getting 7 boundaries, which is very much important for the Aussie point of view in the day, I mean, in the first session of day two. Now, coming to you, Pratik Bhai, like the contributions, whatever Pat Cummins made, especially with the ball and also with the bat. So, your thoughts on Pat Cummins? Unmute, unmute. You're on mute. Yeah.
Sorry, sorry, sorry. I would say Pat Cummins is just a world class player with batting also, with bowling also. His attitude, everything. He just likes to own the game. And I would say, as a bowler, we just underestimate Pat Cummins on behalf of Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood. We consider them as better bowler from Australian side, but Pat Cummins was number one Test bowler for almost 1,000 days, I guess. 2 or 3 years he was world number one Test bowler. So we can't deny the fact that he is a wicket taking option any day on any pitch. Even if there is no movement or if there any, he can generate extra bounce, seam the ball, swing the ball, and even his bouncers are very accurate. He always gets wicket taking options. And batting, he has proved a lot of time that he can bat well in the ODI match against also with Afghanistan, and even in many Test matches, he is a really good all rounder.
Exactly. I mean, the contribution Pat Cummins is making over a period of last 2.5 years has been really amazing. As you rightly told, Pat Cummins has been world number one for over a period of 1,000 days and above, and it's not so easy to maintain that particular position when you are in a competitive world, just like what you're seeing right now. And Test match is getting really, really interesting, my dear friends. And those who are watching, if you guys have just joined us right now, please go like, share, and subscribe as well. And next, I am coming to Kiran right now at this point of time to understand what went wrong at day two, session number two for Team India, as we have seen the batting collapse again. I'll come to the third session for Anirudh, but first I wanted to take your points, especially the way Rohit got out and KL Rahul, that a beautiful delivery from Pat Cummins again going out and knocking that for off stump bail off. So, your thoughts on it, Kiran?
So basically, after putting a huge total of 474, I guess we do need a good start on the MCG wicket. I guess. So, but I think Rohit's been underperforming from last few games as well. So, I was expecting to be his day today, because we have discussed earlier that we need some 60 70 orders from top four.
Kiran,
I'm individual top four. Am I audible? Yeah, so we were expecting some at least 60, 70 odd runs from all the batters, but that didn't go in our way. And so if we see that in second over itself, so I think Pat Cummins have bowled outside off stump ball that can be left by any batsman on any day, and that was a wrong selection, I would say. And for Rohit particular, I would say that there wasn't any fit moment. There wasn't any what you might say what he used to play in his previous games. You might see in his Test innings, but we can't see that approach in this innings especially. So with I think Yashasvi was
Kiran,
looking in
Kiran,
good touch. Yes,
Kiran bhai, sorry to interrupt you. I mean, I think there is
yeah, yeah.
some network glitch which is coming from your side, and I'm
Okay,
so
okay,
sorry to ask you again. Like, if you can look into a particular situation where you have a proper network, so that, I mean, we totally understand your thoughts are good, your analysis is completely good, and that's what even Raghav he's been saying right now. So I'm just giving you a couple of minutes of time so that you can adjust your network position and all those things for
okay, okay.
1 minute. In the meantime, I'll go to Anirudh to understand to what Raghav is saying right now. In today's match, seeing how Rohit got out, in my observation, is little bit lazy. Head is not still. Head shouldn't be turned in the direction of the shot, not completely committed to the shot. So, your thoughts on this, Anirudh?
Yeah, actually, Rohit Sharma actually is known for playing the full shot well. and many people have been telling he's the master of the pull shot. He plays the pull shot better than anyone else. But ever since the third Test match of that India versus New Zealand Test match in Mumbai, I think he is maybe trying to overdo the pull shot, and maybe that's why he always when he pulls the ball, he gets the ball high on the bat and he gets caught at short mid wicket. Same thing happened today when they bounced him out. Yeah, are you wanting to say something?
Exactly. I mean, I be totally agree with you, Anirudh, and also with
Yeah, yeah,
Kiran. Kiran was also saying the same. I totally agree with you, Kiran, and also
yeah.
with
But
Anirudh
today,
on this particular
one
point of
minute,
time.
I didn't finish my thing. I got
Okay,
interrupted.
please go ahead. I thought like you stopped it. Yeah, please go on.
Yeah, so when he plays the pull shot, he sometimes gets it high on the bat and he's not able to time the ball well. Same thing happened today, but today I think he didn't expect. Maybe there was some extra bounce on the pitch. So when he tried to pull, his head was somewhere else and the shot was somewhere else, and it got a top edge and got caught. Again, I am getting a feeling that maybe Rohit Sharma, in the name of basketball, maybe is trying to be too aggressive. And even after this match in India versus New Zealand, he said that he doesn't regret playing the full shot and he wants to. He will keep trying it again and again. Even though he got out on the shot, he said that that shot has given him success in the past, so he doesn't regret it. And again, he gets out to the same shot again. I'm not sure that should be the right approach. In test match is different, ODI T20s is different. I think in test match, batters need to be more patient and have to stay longer at the crease rather than to always go for the aggressive approach and
Anirudh,
play in
Anirudh,
ball.
Anirudh, Anirudh, sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you at this point of time. Like the way your approach is completely right. I'm not denying that particular fact, but there are certain things which you have actually need to look in for what exactly the contributions which has been made by especially Rohit Sharma. Okay, so his approach from day one has been the similar. It's not like now he has been failing. We totally agree. There are ups and downs for each and every single player. One bad day you can't take out a player like what he has been in the past and the kind of performance what he's been delivering all throughout the years. It might be like a failure on not even day, it might be a failure for one particular series, but that doesn't take what kind of a shot he plays, especially the pull shots what he plays, and that's exactly been his strength. And you know who exactly stands at number one, especially for the pull shot? One is Ricky Ponting, and next one stands there is Rohit Sharma. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so I mean, I just want. I mean, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. Just I mean, wait. I'll come back to your point. I'll definitely take your points as well. I'll definitely take your views. But I'm not blaming you. It's good to correct. It's good to correct. But rather than asking something else. Cool. Now, Kiran, I'm sure that your network is good right now. I stopped you
Yeah,
in
yeah.
between, especially for the batting performances like what we have seen from. Um, KL Rahul and also from Rohit Sharma. So your thoughts on it quickly for two and a half minutes.
So I think the positive thing that comes out of that is that we have able to tackle Mr. Stark. I think because Mr. Stark has gone wicketless today. So if we say that approach from KL Rahul was what he's been doing from last two tests was similar to this innings as well. But I guess the ball from I think Pat Cummins was a Jaffa, I guess, because that ball was I think was unplayable delivery. I guess because you don't have the answer to such unplayable balls. So I guess that was before T that we lose KL Rahul. That we might say that Australia did well to pick our two best batsmen at that level.
Exactly. I mean, as you rightly told, Kiran. I mean, now the way forward. What's going to be in session three? I know there are lots of mistakes that have been done in session three. Pratik bhai, session three, run out. One brings two, lapse of concentration. What's for Team India after this?
As I said yesterday, that pitch is really good
Whoever
for
asked is
batting, and
disappearing. Ayyo.
Steve Smith proved it, Pat Cummins proved it, even KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat Kohli all proved it. But just a silly mistake can start what we say collapse it is, because we lost 3 wickets. Akashdeep also was there as a night watchman, but 3 important wickets and two of said batters who could have led the score to 250 plus if they had played tomorrow's first session. But can't say it's the fact that cricket it's uncertain and anything can happen at any point. I won't blame anyone, but it's fact that both the batters should be aware of surroundings. Uh, just I saw many replays that people were saying Virat Kohli was looking at the ball, and there was not clear no from Yashasvi Jaiswal or Virat. And runouts are totally uncertain. Anything can happen. That's it. We can't blame. Just batters need to be more cautious about things. That's all. We can't control that. Just good fielding from Australian also. I have seen lots of edges. Our batters should gone through third man and slips, but Australian slip fielders were so aware that they didn't let any single run from uh, their side.
You're talking, Pratik Bhai. I think there is some network issue. I'm unable to connect properly. You guys can hear me. I mean, so I'm so sorry, guys. Like there is some network issues which is happening from my side. I'm so sorry for it. But yeah, just in case, like if you just ask me what exactly happened, that especially the miscommunication between Yashasvi Jaiswal, he was looking pretty comfortable in the crease, and that one to get that one particular run, we have lost three particular wickets. Yashasvi Jaiswal got dismissed, Virat Kohli got dismissed, and immediately Akashdeep also got dismissed. Now, again, Virat Kohli concentration, like if we talk about Virat Kohli concentration also, like I'll come to you, Omkar Bhai, on this particular question. Virat Kohli has been performing really, really well so far over a period of years, and he especially, and now if you talk about this particular match, from the beginning, he was looking so comfortable. Those 86 balls which he has faced, he left the ball alone, which was going away from his off stump. He watched the ball carefully till the last moment, and then all of a sudden, that run out made his concentration to lose, and I was sure that he could actually go on to score big runs. But unfortunately, what exactly happened was like he lost his concentration, he lost his wicket also. Ultimately, it gave an outside edge, the kind of celebration what we could see from the Australian camp and especially from the Australian fans, made them gave them some kind of hope. So, your thoughts on it, Omkar Bhai?
Yeah, like as we all know that Virat was really not able to convert, and his weakness was very much known to the Aussies, right? But there is a stat which was shown on the TV as well. Virat left 22% of the deliveries in the first three matches, but in this inning he left 46%. So that dedication and that will to bat for a long time, as he said in the interview with Ravi Shastri as well on the first day, right? He thought that he was a bit indisciplined in the first three matches, and today he showed that grit that yes, he will look a bit ugly for a first half an hour or first 1 hour of his batting, but yeah, as he batted more and more, he was looking very comfortable. He played some beautiful cover drives as well as and more importantly, he played a bit late as well in MCG, and not just because it's MCG, but I do really think that the bounce on this wicket, and also one more thing, if you would have seen, he was batting a bit uh, in the first three matches. His stance was more of outside the crease, and he was 2 to 3 foot outside the crease. But today, his impact points was much behind it, and he was allowing the ball to come to him playing late, and this allowed him some sort of control. And the way he tackled Scott Boland as well, he got out to Scott Boland later, but he tackled him well. Even Jaiswal was decisive in his footwork against him. He was standing up front and playing countering the swing for him. And one more thing was that Nathan Lyon as well. The threat he Nathan Lyon has got Virat Kohli out 7 times. Indian batters did not allow Nathan Lyon to bowl 6 deliveries at one person. They kept rotating strike. Jaiswal was very aggressive against him as well. But yeah, like if you I asked about Virat Kohli, for me it's a great positive, not just for this series, but for the future for Indian cricket as well. With Virat looking very good, and with the discipline it showed for me that's the biggest thing today. The discipline he showed, the will he showed that yes, he's here to grind. He wants to bat. He knows that the team needs him. I just remember in the World Cup final when we were losing wickets after wickets. Virat, he bent down like this and he was, talking to him something. I don't know what he talked about, but yeah, I'm really sure that these guys, as Rohit even said in the press conference, modern day greats know that how they can be back, and Virat showed us. Unfortunately, that bit of a concentration lapse. I think it is just a replica of what happened in Adelaide with Jinx and Virat batting together. But yeah, I don't really want to point fingers on whose fault it was. It's just a waste of time. It has happened now. It is what it is right now. But yeah, like if you asked about Virat's batting, for me, it's a really good thing for the future as well, and for his own confidence. And even 3 innings are still there. We are still not. Yeah, we are currently behind in the game, but still we have very much to pray for. And Virat Kohli being back in the form is a great thing for India.
Exactly. I mean, if you look at the comment, what Daniel is saying, Daniel, thank you so much, first of all, for joining the stream, and like hope you have also subscribed to the channel as well. We are getting lots of good content so that like we can actually discuss here in our live stream as well. So Daniel goes on to say like, why would a set batsman attempt a risky single in a test match when you're at a score of 453, chasing down 475, which is a mountain of a target to chase. And we also discussed if you're getting a 10-run lead, especially in MCG, that's actually nothing. Now, and he also goes on to say, I don't get the need of a single run, whoever run whatsoever. Australia will easily win, cross the boundaries, and they will win. That's what Daniel goes on to say. I mean, it's pretty early, Daniel. I know. I think you are an Aussie fan right now, but I'm sure not to hurt your feelings. Still, the game is not yet over. We still have confidence in Team India and the batting performance what they've been giving over a period of years. So again, I'll just come to you, Pratik. Any comments like what Daniel is saying right now?
I also feel the same that there was no need for the single, but as Omkar Bhai also said that whatever happened has happened. We can't change the thing now. Let's just focus
There was
on.
no need for the single, but as Omkar also said that whatever happened has happened. We can't change the thing now. Let's just focus on for the single, but
Voice is
as
repeating, I guess. Sorry.
I really noticed one
I
thing. Yashasvi Jaiswal was going all the
No,
more
no, you're good. You're
chasing
good. You can carry on.
at that point of at that point
no,
of the
there
run out,
no
right?
other choice
It was the
being from.
last what?
yes, Omkar Bhai. Stop. I'm listening.
It was the
Yeah,
last delivery of Boland's over. I think that only one thing which prompted him to take a single was maybe he wanted to keep strike, maybe attack the bowler at the other end as well. He was nearing the century as well and struck a boundary in that over as well. So maybe that was thing. It was basically a rush of a might. If you think like that for one run chasing a mountain of a target, it seems very illogical to go for that one run. But maybe he's a young lad. And he's just playing his first Australian tour, got 161, then bit of a single digit scores, and then again back with 82. He was flamboyant in his inning, and yeah, I do really think that if it's a bit of controversial opinion, but Virat, if he would have responded to the call, yes, Jaiswal was running towards the danger end, and thumb rule is if you are batting at the non-striker's end, if the ball goes behind you towards the mid-on or mid-off region and it's on your blind spot, you basically trust the striker's end because he is the one who is running towards the danger end. So my Virat might have ran when Jaiswal gave the call. We might have been at two down maybe, but you know, it is of no use to talk about that right now.
Exactly. Daniel, I think thank you so much for joining all the way from MCG. I know you enjoyed a game after Christmas. First of all, Merry Christmas to you and to your entire family as well. And with that being said, I know you also go on to say that today India was in a total control and they did not want to attempt a risky single, and whatever happened has happened, and we totally understand that one single mistake had led to a batting collapse on the what they generally call in cricket, one brings two and two brings three. So that's exactly happened. So just a small run out, it has lost made India to lose three crucial wickets. And then Daniel goes on to say that it has actually triggered a late collapse. Jaiswal is a terrific player. Exactly, Daniel. I mean, we totally agree with you. We are all the set of cricket analysts totally agree with you, like what exactly you told. The kind of commitment he has been giving and the kind of contribution what he has been giving to the Indian cricket is so amazing. Watch out for this young talent in the future as well. It might be a great threat going forward, just like we see Sam Contos in the same way, Yashasvi Jaiswal is in also the same picture. So now, with that being said, what's ahead for India tomorrow, the first session, and what's going to happen after this? Anirudh.
Uh, Tomorrow in the first session, I think the first objective should be because at the start of the day, Aussies will come really hard at the Indian batters and they will try to bowl India out as quickly as possible so that maybe they can enforce a follow on and maybe try and get an innings defeat. So the first objective will be to negate the opening spell of Stark and Cummins because they will because Stark, Cummins and Boland also because they will surely come hard at the Indian batters. And once we see out the opening spell in which they will come hard, then maybe after that, as the ball gets older, maybe we can then score some boundaries, rotate the strike, and if we keep ticking the scoreboard, we should. I think the Rishabh Pant and Ravindra Jadeja they should form a big partnership. At least 100 run partnership is required as of now because now we have already lost 5 wickets and we are still needing another 111 more runs to avoid the follow on. So we need to first avoid the follow on and then reduce the first innings deficit uh, as low as we can so that it will make it easier for the second innings because otherwise then it becomes easier for even if we don't even if we avoid the follow on if we are trailing by 180 runs means Australia in the second innings they would back themselves. They will say if we score 200 runs then the lead goes to 400 and then we have to chase 400 in the fourth innings. So we Rishabh Pant, Ravindra Jadeja, Nitish Reddy, and Washington Sundar. All these four batters have to be patient, stay at the crease, survive the spells from Cummins and Stark, and then uh, I mean form big partnerships because that will only help us to reduce the deficit and get a good first innings total. At least get closer to the Australia's first innings total, if not able to take the lead. So yeah, that should be the objective.
That's it. Exactly. I mean, I'll come back to you, Anirudh. Right now, I'll go to the other people as well. Kiran bhai, just wanted to understand from you: will India follow on, or will they avoid the follow on?
Raj, to be honest, I feel that first important thing that needs to be done tomorrow is that we should bat till lunch. And I would, it would be exciting to see how Rishabh Pant will tackle this bowling attack. Because and we shouldn't forget the fact that Nathan Land is I think MCG is a den for Nathan Land, and there are three left-handed batsmen in a row that I think Rishabh Pant, Jadeja, and Washington Sundar. So that we shouldn't forget the fact that he might get in this batsman into trouble. So we have to come up with the plan against him as well. So not only I think Boland, Cummins, and Stark, this trio would be different, but I think the Lion all alone can bring back Austria in another that we might say that Austria might take some big lead. But I think India would definitely try to avoid fall on first, and then would see how things will go and proceed further.
Okay. Uh, I have a couple of more questions before coming to you, Pratik. I'll come to you, Omkar, first, and then like understand. What Raghav goes on to ask a particular question to us is like Scott Boland initially at the start of the innings, he came, I mean, he was not being so consistent and like he started to leak his runs. Now, later on, he came back stronger and with his change of line and length. So, what made him to change his mind? Like, what change you guys have noticed? So, that's what Raghav is asking right now. Unmute. I can't hear you. Unmute, unmute.
Yeah, right now.
Hello? Yeah,
Hello.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So Scott Boland, the way he uses the crease, right, that makes a difference. For a right-hander, if he bowls wider of the crease and uses a seam position to just shape the ball away from the right-handed batter, usually the right-handed batter thinks that the ball is angling towards him and he has to play, and that's what happened with Virat in the WTC final as well as in this particular innings. For me, yeah, he was leaking runs initially because Jaiswal's trigger movement, if you see against Stark and against Boland, it was completely different. He was very attacking. He was batting with attacking intent against Scott Boland. And yeah, Boland, yeah, he's that kind of a bowler like Josh Hazelwood. He's a very like replacement. You can just put a handkerchief and bowl there all day long. So for me, the way Jaiswal disturbed his length in the initial spell was very important. And when he came later back, the conditions changed altogether. In the afternoon session, the sunlight and all was quite bright, and it was basically ideal conditions for batting. But in the fag end of the day, with all that concentration lapse and everything going wrong against India, I think Scott Boland saw a very bright chance of getting Virat Kohli out, and that's what happened. You never know if that run out wouldn't have happened, India would have been in a commanding situation right now. But yeah, well bowled to him. The way he used the old ball as well, and he will be equally threatening in the morning session tomorrow as well. I think Mitchell Stark and Scott Boland will start tomorrow. The day fresh and Pat Cummins he may bowl a long spell tomorrow.
Exactly. The last couple of questions to Pratik Bhai. Sanchit has not joined us today on the live stream, but he goes on to ask a particular question, saying like, guys, do you think India can avoid the follow-on tomorrow and considering Australia's bowling lineup and attack? ऊपर
Uh,
मत देखो भाई नीचे देखो बोलो.
yes, Sanchit, India can definitely avoid. I wish they can, they should. But as Anirudh Bhai said that Ravindra Jadeja and Rishabh Pant should form big partnership. I would say just plan for spell by spell of the bowlers as just play out the spell of Stark and Boland as uh, Omkar Bhai gave example that at first they KL Rahul and SSC Jaiswal had already played Pat Cummins and Mitchell Stark. That's why Scott Boland didn't affected them that much. But just that run out and lack of concentration from Virat, he get back himself into the game. Just like if the batters focus on playing spell by spell, just play safe with first two or three spell, they can capitalize as much as they can. I'm still saying that this is the best pitch ever in this series for batting conditions, and so we should capitalize that and keep positive intent as much as possible just by being cautious that from for starting of spells, as we noticed it already that even Bumrah and Siraj were bowling really good, Akashdeep were bowling really good, but at certain point the good bowling also becomes average. That's the specialty of a batting pitch, right? So this can also happen to Australia, as we already lost 5 wickets. But if we play few initial spells tomorrow, we can definitely avoid follow on and get as close as possible to the target. Target now. The lead set by Australia.
I think I have one more point, Raj. Can I speak on that? On this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go
I
on, go
think
on, please, please.
instead of, I don't think India should be concerned of the follow-on and everything like that at all. I don't really think that they should be thinking about this. For me, they have to keep things really simple. It's 164 for 5. One of them is Akashdeep. So we still have four quality players in there. Ravindra Jadeja
Yes.
struck a half century with Ajinkya Rahane last time India played at the MCG. And I still believe Ravindra Jadeja is someone who can bat in the top six easily. And Rishabh Pant, we all know his capabilities. And India should not be thinking about any sorts of situation about chasing a mountain total. They should be telling themselves, okay, let's keep things simple. Let's treat this as first innings. We are batting first. It is 164 for 5. A new day is beginning. How we are going to approach? Simple as that. Play every ball at merit. If India negates the first spell from whoever bowls, then if you see it's 46 overs right now. I think it is 46 overs or something. So still plenty
Yeah.
of good time with the old ball to bat. If we negate 10-15 overs, the morning fresh spell, and Mitchell Stark, he is tired. He looked really, really tired. Pat Cummins, he will be the most threatening bowler on this wicket because he hits the deck really hard, and that's what got KL Rahul out. Because he is that kind of a bowler, you think you are playing him really well, and that kind of a jaffa he balls, and out of nowhere you get out. That's what happened with KL Rahul. So he is someone who is going to ball long spells, which he has done earlier as well. If you negate that, if you play 10-15 overs, if you give yourself some time, and if Pant does not play in the reverse sweep or scoop like that for some time, then I think just like Jaiswal did, Indian don't have to do anything different. Just like Yashasvi did, they just have to tell themselves that if we spend some time on this, even Virat set a template. If you give yourself some time, you can always play your shots. And the second session will be the best session to bat. If India bats at least 2.5 sessions, I think let's not go look that far, but let's just focus on one session at a time. If India
I'm
bats,
actually looking for the entire whole day tomorrow. I'm actually looking for entire whole day tomorrow.
absolutely,
You
that's
don't
what
believe
I'm
me?
thinking. Yeah, Raj, yes,
I'm
absolutely.
exactly. I mean, because like, I mean, if you just ask my particular views on this entire scenario, right? Like the points what you guys actually covered is like so amazing. Especially now, you have Ravindra Jadeja, you have Washington Sundar, and moreover, you have an unorthodox player Rishabh Pant
Nitish
at the
Reddy,
wicket. Okay,
Nitish Reddy
okay.
and
Nitish Reddy as well.
Bumrah.
Let me talk.
Yeah.
Okay, and also not to forget Nitish Reddy is also there. Considering these young four talents like what Indian batting have right now, okay, trust me, India are going to bat whole throughout tomorrow. Okay, I'm not just predicting, I'm telling you the facts what might happen tomorrow. Why I'm saying this particular thing is only because like right now Australia are good in taking pressure. Once they fall into the pressure, as you guys rightly
Yes.
mentioned, we just need to bowl out a session by session, session by session. Take 10 overs at a time, 10 overs at a time. First 10 overs, make the bowlers tired, make the outfielders tired, just make them run all throughout the field. Don't go for 2 or 3 runs, don't go for fire. I mean, like, don't go for boundaries. You know the ground boundaries are big. Make them get tired. Like already we have seen like couple of players have already been tired. So the only way to put back the pressure is like just make them understand, just make them realize like what exactly India have to do. That's as simple as this. Because when you go as like 10 overs at a time, like as you rightly mentioned, Omkar, by like first 10 overs, it might be Scott Boland or it might be Mitchell Stark who are bowling next. And next comes who, like when we have two left-handers, I'm sure Nathan Lyon is going to come into the picture. And to Nathan Lyon, the only way to counter-attack him is to hit him sixes. And the best two guys who can do that right now is Ravindra Jadeja and Rishabh Pant. We already know the record between Rishabh Pant and Nathan Lyon. We have a huge success rate for Rishabh Pant, especially against Nathan Lyon. And tomorrow, if he comes into the I mean, before the new ball comes into the picture, we have a plenty of 34 overs. And 34 overs, it's as good as the morning session for Team India. If we encounter it and if we counter it properly, trust me, guys, this test match is going to be for Team India, and nowhere Aussie are going to come back. If they just counter the first session tomorrow with a score of another 100 runs or 150 runs, yes, the test match is completely with us. And this is my overall point of view. And if you ask me, India can avoid the follow on. Yes, India can avoid the follow on. And there might be a slight edge for Team India by the end of day three, wherein like a last 5 overs or 6 overs, if we make the Aussie batsmen's bat, trust me, India will be in a lead of 10 to 12 runs. This is my prediction for day three. I know it's too much optimistic, but trust me, it's going to happen.
I really agree that. I really agree with you. I'm too getting the same feeling. It just depends on the first burst, the first bit of fuel which these big quicks have. If we just exhaust their fuel, it's our day to bed. Nathan Lyon has to bowl so much tomorrow.
Exactly. I mean, like, look at the plan. Why I'm saying this is because we all know the kind of track record what we have right now. It's we might have lost Akash Deep as a night watchman who can actually counter the fast bowlers later part of the innings. But with that, the innings has actually opened. We might have lost 5 wickets on the board, but we still have Nitish Kumar Reddy, Rishabh Pant, Ravindra Jadeja, and Washington Sundar. These are the core four all-rounders Team India have picked. So I have more confidence in these four players, and trust me, they are going to rock tomorrow. I know yesterday, today, what exactly happened at the end of the last ball was like Sam Contas just came in, tried to do that gamble by changing the bails and all those stuff. Ravindra Jadeja is like, what? By you change the bails, no matter you change the wickets, but I'm here to stick onto the wicket. And that's exactly he has done. He has hit for a boundary, and that has actually reduced what the morale of Australians. And tomorrow, if this is going to be the same thing, Stark and everybody are going to suffer, especially when I say exactly happens is like Stark is going already in what tiredness. It's we have to make Pat Cummins struggle. That's all. So if he encounters Pat Cummins and Scott Boland, trust me, this test match is all going to be India's way. And wait for that exciting moments. Team India is going to win, but only if Ravindra Jadeja stays or Rishabh Pant stays. Either of the one batsman should stay on till T tomorrow. That's my prediction.
So
So
tomorrow
any
we will
counter
get,
argument?
so tomorrow we will get to know whether the match is winning or not for us. Tomorrow is the day.
Not tomorrow. I would say day four. Not tomorrow. I would say day four. Day four will be the crucial thing, because in MCG you can't decide anything. Whatever happens on day three, it's all the day four which is going to decide. And we have seen many matches which has changed the dimensions on day five as well. Session
Yeah, but
number two.
tomorrow we will know whether we have survived the first innings or not. That will decide
Yes,
whether
Anirudh. Exactly. No counter argument. No counter argument.
We are just being too optimistic, but I would like to add a point that our remaining batting lineup has three left-handers, so we might see Travis Head and Sam Constas also bowl few if the bowlers are tired, the pacers, even Mitchell Marsh. So these bowlers can also be targeted for runs. So it becomes so much important that we play out the initial spells and make the primary pacers tired. With the runs are waiting for us on whole day. Just play the starting spells.
Exactly. Raghav goes on to says 405 for Team India. Raghav bhai, I totally agree with you. 405 is actually a decent score on this particular board. I think yesterday you have commented saying like Australia might get out somewhere around like 390 or 380 odd. They went on to score big, another added more 70 more runs. I'm hoping the same thing happens tomorrow, Raghav bhai. I'm actually hoping for it. Uh, No offense, your prediction was right. I mean, I'm totally saying with you. Yesterday you predicted somewhere around like 370 or 380 odd, but yeah, and now I mean that they went on to add another more 70 or 80 more runs. So I'm expecting India to score still more runs. That's as simple as that. So that's my prediction for tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everyone who have joined the stream, who have watched us discussion. Hope you guys are liking our discussion as well. With that being said, we are going to see tomorrow exactly at 1:30 for the review of day 3. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Test match is getting lots and lots of more interesting, and we are coming back with lots more interesting facts tomorrow as well. With that being said, thank you so much for all of us who have joined the stream. And that's we are going to say thank you so much. And once again, take care, stay safe wherever you are.